Turning fishing lines into lifelines. Angling for Relief is a local nonprofit bringing smiles to pediatric cancer patients and their families. And it was all started by a local 12-year-old boy. Well, he's not 12 years old anymore, but here's the thing, they need your help. We get to welcome back to our show, Jake and Tony Klopfenstein. Welcome, it is good to see you. We were reminiscing, the last time we spoke was at one of our interviews where I was in my dining room and you were trying to make it work on your end down by the docks, right?
That's right, that's right.
Well, it's good to see you here. And again, not 12 anymore, getting ready to go to college. So let's overall talk about the organization. What do you say to people when they're like, Angling for Relief? What's it all about?
Well, we'll start with the blanket thing is that we are a nonprofit organization that's mission is to help provide relief to kids fighting cancer. And we do that through 3 programs, one in the hospital so they can practice fishing while they're receiving treatments. We also do large events where we gather people up, all the families we work with, and bring in experienced volunteers and just let them fish. And then we send kids on fishing boats as well with professional charters.
So now that, there's been so many of these experiences under your belt, talk about the reactions. And as a parent too, I want to get your take, the reactions. Is it one of those things that it never gets old, but every story is unique and heartwarming? You're smiling. Is that how you feel?
It's like an exponential thing. Every fish that's caught brings you more happiness. And honestly, we don't even need to catch fish, just hanging out together. It provides immense relief for me and obviously the kids as well.
I love that. And as a parent, as a mother, I'm blessed. I have a healthy daughter. I know you must feel that way. So I feel like it's got to be twofold, the levels you have. You see kids who need the help and need the distraction in some ways, but yet it's also your own that's making this happen. Talk about the emotions that you experience.
It's amazing just to see not only what Jake's able to do with these kids, and their families, the siblings and the parents, they really need that relief and distraction as well.
Yeah.
But also to see that Jake really is inspiring other teens and even younger than teens to want to do the same thing, to get involved and help the children. So they do go into the hospital with him, and we do have several teens that come to our fishing events, and it's really heartwarming to see the kids helping other kids. And one thing I do want to add, Valiantly, about from a parent's perspective that we didn't expect when we first started Angling for Relief is the parents will say to me, it was so great just to show up at this fishing event. All we had to do was bring our necessities because we take care of all the fishing supplies, the snacks, the beverages, the entertainment, and the parents love that they can just sit back, watch their children having a good time.
Because I'm assuming trying to get those excursions for kids, especially if they are battling cancer, that's got to be overwhelming. So to know everything is taken care of, that has got to be nice. That's an interesting point you brought up. And I want to bring up the point that we had actually before we started. Yes, you may be a Gator, you're going off to college now, no longer 12 years old, and you were saying we need more volunteers. So how can we get involved? What do you need from us in the community to be able to help you out?
I need another Jake. And Jake does not like when I call it that, so we're referring to it as an Angling for Relief ambassador.
Okay.
And we really think it's going to take a couple of individuals because Jake has made Angling for Relief, his heart and soul and his primary focus since he was 12 years old. So we're looking for 2, probably maybe even 3 Angling for Relief ambassadors who are passionate at fishing, who love to work with children, and just really want to make a difference in the world.
And I'm curious too, Jake, as you get ready and do go off to college, to be able to start this organization at 12 years old, I'm assuming, you've been touched by the philanthropic world. Do you hope to still stay involved? Do you want to do more organizations? What are you hoping for the future? What do you want to accomplish?
So I definitely want to stay involved with Angling for Relief. And I was actually talking to my mom about this a while ago. I want to transform from the kind of in-person leader to more of a backer. And I want
Yeah.
to just support the organization financially
Yeah.
and with my presence, of course.
I like that. And the whole college degree is not going to help there, or will help there.
Hopefully.
But I'm so glad that you are able to continue this, stay involved. I love that you said you need more ambassadors. And I'm so glad I just got to visit with you again. I think it's fabulous what you do. Give these kids and their families something to believe in. And in fact, our friends at ABC Action News are running a Gives campaign, helping Angling for Relief to raise money for the scholarship for the next ambassador that we just talked about. You can donate now by visiting abcactionnews.com/gives, or even just scan that QR code right there on your screen. And we can't stress enough, any little bit will help. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you, Natalie.